Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Welcome to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I decided to do something a little bit different today. I have these postcards from Spirit for those who are watching the video, where it's words of encouragement is what it is. And I feel people can always use a pick-me-up from time to time. Now, before I start this, also I'm using the Super Attractor deck as well, too. And this is just for those who need a pick-me-up. Something was telling me that someone needed a pick-me-up. So, it's just something to lift your spirits is all it is. This isn't a take what resonates type thing. This is I hope it resonates type thing, where regardless who you are listening to this, I want this to resonate. Now, before I get into all of this, let me do my housekeeping right quick. First thing is, it's about that time for those who listen to my podcast. In the morning time, someone is parked right near my window where I do my show, and when they start up their truck, you usually hear it in the background. So just a heads up on that. They usually start it up around 7:40 something at 7:36, but you may hear that during this episode. Also, the Christmas with KC contest, don't forget to enter that. It's very easy to enter. All you have to do is sign up for the mailing list. That's it. And I'm not going to spam you. I'm not emailing people every day. I more than likely will probably email people maybe 1 to 4 times a month, if that. And that's it, because I don't have time to email people all the time. And honestly, there's not really that much to talk about. If it's something that I feel is quote unquote email worthy, I will send it to you. But I'm not sending out emails every day saying that, oh, well, this new episode is up, that new episode is up, and all that stuff. No, just subscribe. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, which I get more traction on my podcast than on YouTube. But if you're watching on the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and then you'll know when I upload stuff. If you're listening to the podcast, subscribe to the podcast on whatever platform you're listening to the podcast on. And by the way, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other, over 24 to be exact, podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. But if you're listening to this on a podcast platform, just subscribe to the podcast. Usually most platforms have it where you can subscribe to the podcast you want to listen to. And then you'll know when I come out with new episodes, which is why I don't want to email anyone. So yeah. But to sign up for the email list, go to the details section, click on the link of joining mail list, and it'll take you to the page. Put in your email address, and then you will be entered for a cash prize via CashApp or for gift certificates or gift cards or whatever. So yeah, that's the Christmas with KC contest. Now that I've said all of that, let's go ahead and pull a card or two for the postcards. Because when I say I want to pull one card, sometimes 2 or 3 cards come out. So let's see what happens. May I have a card or some cards for the collective for the postcards from Spirit? What's something the collective needs? Woo! I almost dropped them. That was the second time today. I was doing a pre-shuffle on one of my tarot decks this morning because I'm still planning on doing the quick three. And the cards almost just flew out of my hand. Thank you. 2 cards came out. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I guess I'll discuss that in the quick three. Anyways, let's go ahead and do these 2 postcards from Spirit. All right. The first card says, Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysteries. Your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. So this is one postcard from Spirit and then this other postcard from Spirit. This one says, Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken you to reach some of your goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? So those are the 2 postcards from Spirit. Now I want to take a card or 2 from the Super Attractor as well. Let's go ahead. May I have something for the collective? For the Super Attractor card. Something that the collective needs to hear. Something the collective needs to hear. May I have something the collective needs to hear? Thank you. And 3 cards came out. Okay? They all came out together. Let's see what we got here. I'm turning them the right way. Okay, so first card. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Second card. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Third card. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well, when I am aligned in the moment. Interesting. I want to read those again. Something saying read those again. I'm going to read these 3 cards again. First card. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Second card. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Third card. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Okay, so those were the postcards from Spirit and the Super Attractor cards that I pulled for today. This was just something random. Like I said, I felt like someone needed a little bit of a lift, so this is the lift. I really, really hope it resonates with whoever is listening to this. And that's the second postcard really resonated with me. So I guess I needed this as well. But yeah, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.